All right. Oh, all right. For all you beautiful people, we are gonna glow. And I'm gonna let's just do a little stretch. I like that. Get get loosey. Get goosey. Ooh yeah. All right. Now, gonna do a little meditation. Gonna take a little journey. Take 3 deep breaths. And I encourage you to breathe in through the nose and then breathe out through your lips, but purse your lips. So it's kind of like, and tighten down the hatches, batten down the hatches, so to speak. Tighten yourself down. So you take a breath. I'll do one to demonstrate. Then you tighten everything down and allow that Kundalini energy to rise up with each breath. So 3 powerful breaths. All right, now we're going to take one more breath and we'll be transported. I find myself now in this opening and I'm looking at, facing what looks like beautiful. It's an enchanted forest. Wow. And there's a path, a golden path going through the forest. I'm going to tap my heart 3 times and I'm going to call my masters, my teachers, my loved ones, and guides to come on this journey with me. Masters, teachers, loved ones, and guides, please come. Masters, teachers, loved ones, and guides, please come. Masters, teachers, loved ones, and guides, please come. All right, we're going to step up to this path and walk into this enchanted forest. Ooh, feel the energy already. Wow, the trees. We're going to walk down this path. And as we walk, see the trees loving you. See the little animals poking their little noses out, loving you. See the clover blowing and loving you, and the ground cover. With every step, feel that love. Feel the love. The trees are in reverence to our presence. Oh man, walking. You feel inclined to look for a little, maybe you'll find a spirit animal. Look around. Oh, I see some fairies over here. They're dancing around. Here we go. Keep on walking. Oh, there's a little raccoon licking its paws. This is truly enchanted. There is everything here. Do I hear a dragon? Is that a dragon I hear in the background? Could it be the unicorn? Giggling? Wow. Just keep walking and feeling this love. Your masters are holding and walking with you. Wow. Walking. There's a beautiful babbling brook running beside this golden path. These enchanted little, they're just like butterfly fish to me. I don't know what's in your little babbling brook, but mine, they're butterfly fish. The beautiful, most beautiful blue I've ever seen. As I walk along, I come to a see what looks like water from the brook, and we're going down, and there's these crystal stairs, crystal stone going down by this brook, and we're taking their steps, 7 steps. We look up and see this beautiful waterfall coming down, lightning, golden, rainbow colors through it. It's coming down into a beautiful pool. By this pool are these kidney-shaped, smaller pools, and so you're going to encourage you to grab, and they are lined with crystal flowers around these kidney-shaped pools. I am going to encourage you to find one of these kidney-shaped pools and sit in it. Sit down on the crystal stone and put your feet into the pool. The water in the pool is mirror, mirror. You can see right through it. You can see your reflection. I'm going to encourage you to stare into this pool and see what message or healing, and see what comes from your Holy Spirit. So your masters and guides are all around supporting you with this, and you're looking into the pool and looking at your reflection. Give it a minute to see if the message comes for healing. All right. Now I'll encourage you to come up from the pool and jump onto the crystal slab and ground the energy from the water. Now, when you bow before the pool, thank the Holy Spirit, thank God within for what you have received. Thank your guides, your healing team. Thank them. And we're going to take 3 breaths. Send that in. In through the nose and out through the mouth. All right, I'm gonna take beautiful stairs. Just stairs. Up. Now we're on the path. Walk back to the chance, communing with the renewed sense of self. Now the love that they're giving the trees, animals, flowers, the rocks, we are giving them too. It's a circle. It's a circle of love. Wow. We walk down the path. And this oneness between us, all that is. Now we're dancing. Every cell in my body is healthy. Every cell in my body is well. Every cell in my body is healthy. Every cell in my body is well. Every cell in my body is healthy. Every cell in my body is well. Just continue down the path, singing our song, dancing, loving, feeling the oneness. Every trees are we bow back, the plant, the animal. We come out through the forest. There we are. Say goodbye to our teachers, loved ones, and guides. One powerful breath, find ourselves back where we started. So be it. You can open your eyes. You're ready.
I forgot I was muted. That was good. So it was crazy because when you said, I love the visuals I get with your meditations. When you said go into an enchanted forest, it was all rainbow. It was
Oh,
a cartoon forest. It's the first time that's ever happened. It was like all rainbow, all color, and everything was colored and like covered in like gold dust. So like every step I took, it was like a little bit of gold just kept um like popping out. And then what else? It was oh, it was crazy when you had to sit on that crystal and look into the pool. This was like crazy because it was red. It was all red. I just got my period like 2 days ago and it's been like heavy. Like I'm like bleeding through pads, like crazy, crazy heavy. So when you said go in, I was like going into like my own period blood. I know this is like,
wow.
I was like, why? Why am I doing? But that's like what it was. And then at the very end, when you were like, come out, I went in and it was weird. Like I went into the water to like wash it off. And it was like, it flashed between me coming up like almost like a horror movie, like all covered in blood, like my ego, and then flashing to me coming out of the blood, but like clean. And it just kept flashing back between like I'm coming out and and then I'm coming out as one person and then coming out as the other, coming out as that. It was really weird. And then I finally ended up just clearing it all off. And then when we came back out, you said to go back out. There was regular forest and then me in the rainbow forest. And it was weird because then when you started singing and you were like, go ahead and dance. So I'm walking towards like the regular forest and it's like the color So here's me, and then the color was like this, and then everything behind me was still color. I don't know how to describe it. So it was like as I
Hmm.
was, this is me walking, and it's like the color was here, but then everything on this side was like regular forest again. And then when I come out of the forest, I always end up on this cul-de-sac. I don't know what it is. It's
See?
not familiar to me. I've lived in many, many houses in this life from being military and then me being a wanderlust. But it's weird. I don't know why I always come out onto this cul-de-sac. Always when I step out of any forest, when I've done it, when anybody else, Karina, Caroline has led through a forest and we come out of the forest, I always end up on this cul-de-sac. So I also got to figure that out. And then also a light worker that I don't talk to anymore. When I first started my journey, she came up in my meditation and they were saying, I'm not holding resentments, but something about resentments came up with
Hmm.
her that I'm not letting go of. And I didn't think I was holding resentments against her. I don't like her. I just don't like her. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Um, she tried to apologize 2 years later, but it wasn't an apology. So in my head, I'm like, I kept hearing grudge, resentment. I'm like, I'm not holding a grudge. So I don't know what that's about, but I'm definitely gonna have to go visit that because that came up, which I thought was interesting. So
Mm. That is interesting because I had the same thing, not during the meditation, but yesterday, I think it was. It's like those hidden little resentments you don't think you have that just kind of pop up. So it's funny that you're talking about it because you think you've cleared it away or there is no resentment, but there is, or there would only be love.
yeah, it's weird. I don't think about her. Like, and that's I think that you just said it. There would only be love. And I just posted a thing yesterday, like, and I meant it, like, I have no room for hate in my heart. I either love
Hmm.
you,
Hmm.
I wish you well, or I hope you heal. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? And
Hmm.
she's on that level where it's like, well, I hope you heal because
Maybe they're trying to tell you the opposite, even though you have the healing and it's all love on your part. On the other end, is
Mm.
it? Maybe that's where the static is coming from because, okay, we're going to go back to my sister because I'm going to use her as an example because we were just I don't know. I just never understood it. But okay, she blocked me on everything. And then you know how TikTok tells you when people view your story or look at your profile, couple days after my sister's name pops up and she's viewing my story. Why are you viewing my story if you blocked me and everything, Because I know my sister and I know her and I know inside of her right now she's like, oh, I want Wam to come message me. She always does. The past, she'd be like, hey, sis, what's up? Like nothing happened. This time, I did not. I looked over and I'm just like, I actually chuckled because it's just like, I, I said what I said to you so we could get past the place we're at right now. Like, I should be able to tell you things without you
Mm.
blocking me, and then a couple days later expecting me to come and talk to you. That's not going to happen. And I don't have resentment and I don't have any like I don't. It does make me sad. It did make me sad, but after me letting it out and stuff the other day and I've been thinking about it and seeing it, it's just like I wish you nothing but love, sis, for real. But
yeah,
that's it. Like I really do. Like there's no grudge, there's no resentment. I think I don't know if it's on your like for you, Kim, but on I know that if when I seen it, because when I went into my forest, it was like pink and sparkly. It was light pink and sparkly. And I'm looking up like, wow, like this is like it reminded me of nighttime, where I like to sit alone, lights on, and it just like you can hear water and stuff. You ain't gonna hear water in the forest, but it's just that sound like the trees make and stuff. It's like, and
yeah,
like you just know that this is like where you're meant to be. And that's why it's just like, keep swishing trees. Thank you.
yeah,
Thank you for, thank you. Thank you for
yeah,
my guys. Cause I've been manifesting stuff for like the last couple of weeks and everything is happening, Kim. Ladies, it's happening. And I swear that I've been getting the test. The number one was getting hit in the head. That was the number one. I will not, I swear to God, that was them telling me, hey, we just got you in this house that you've been begging for. You better get it together or it's going to get taken away from you. Boop, bop in the head. you know? And I'm just like,
Yes.
you're right. Why am I complaining and being mean and blah, blah, whatever.
Yes.
You know, that's why I got my head bumped, because I was not doing happy. I wasn't doing things in a thankful, like thanking them. I was doing it in a, "Ugh, why did I even get this? I didn't even, this is ridiculous. No, this is what I asked for. This is what I wanted. I wanted a house for my family and my kids and stuff. And this is it." But a couple days, no, this is last night. And I got another test. And I swear it's a test because I keep thinking about it. There is a girl that messaged me. Mind you, she didn't message me for me. She messaged me for my man. Yeah, she messaged me and said, yes.
Oh my
We
gosh.
were watching the UFC fights, and I looked over at him and I'm like, I must be losing my mind, because there's no way somebody in their right mind would message me about somebody else. And so I looked at it and I'm just like, what? And I looked over at him like, what? And then, so this girl was going off about, she used to date his best friend. And I guess they used to be friends on social media, which I had no idea. I don't give a crap, you know? So she messaged me and she was like, ha, 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 we aren't even friends anymore. And and see, I
What?
know
Do
this
you
was
even know? Do
yep.
you know her?
I I've met her a few times and that was it. That was it. And I got the vibes off her, like not the uneasy ones. You know, I usually vibe off the energy and, you know, just sit back and just feel it and see if it's right for me or just my environment. It wasn't. I already knew that. As soon as I looked in her eyes, I'm like, but I will give you the benefit of doubt because I don't like to judge you off the bat. But anyways, this girl, I swear I looked up at my ceiling and I said, guys, I need you to help me answer this as a change, you know, as a calm, as Wam not about to like jump
WOM
in the stream.
2.0. WOM
Yeah,
2.0.
Wam 2.0. And
I
I
call
looked
myself
at
Kim
her and I
2.0.
was in the middle of messaging, like, what the F are you talking about? Have you lost your mind? Literally wrote that out. And then I erased it. And then I'm just like, hey, I said, hey, I know you're going through some things right now, but right now what you're doing is too much. Been there, done that, messaging your ex's friends, things like that, trying to cause a ruckus and find someone to nitpick at. That's not where you're going to get that self-love. That's what you need to find. I said, I know it's hard and I know it sucks and I know that you're in a place where you feel like you're dying. I get it. I lived there. I was just like, but you acting out in that anger and madness, look at how you are. You thought that I was going to fight you or something? No, Mandy. If I was not your friend, this is what I told her. If I was not your friend, I would be going off on you right now. But I actually care about you as a person in that, and I wouldn't want anybody to go and feel and make it worse for them, which
Yeah.
I did do. That's why I'm telling, because there was a point in my life where I didn't know what stability was. I didn't know what staying in one place was. I ask anybody, I moved every 2 years with my kids, mind you, everything. And there's times where I literally just up came home one day and was just like, hey kids, we're leaving. And they looked at me like I've lost my mind. And I sure did. And I was using and I was on a go and I said, hey, we're you know, and then one day I went nuts and I didn't have my kids with me. And it was I relapsed actually. And I was on the highway driving and I don't know what happened. Something just came over me and I just started crying, pulled over. And that was the day I never went back to drugs. And ever since that day, I've been fighting. And I mind you, this is like 6, 7 years ago, I've been clean. Every day from that day, I've been fighting to find stability, to break cycles from, you know, generations and things like that and I'm finally here. And I swear that's why the guys are like, stop being so negative, Mom. You're so used to that crap and just
Yeah.
filling the air with negativity because you're annoyed or something, you know what I mean? Like this girl was. And so I told her and she said, you know what? Thanks for being real to me. Her ex was
Yeah.
literally sitting across the table from me as I'm reading this. And he said, wow.
Yes.
He said, because she's a fighter, she's an aggressor. She wanted me to come at her and be like, yo, what's up? Like, you really want me to drive down to your house right now? Because we can get a popping. I don't care. You can call the cops, go ahead. Boo, boo. Like, that was me before.
I told
Now
a
it's just,
girl when I was
yep,
8 months pregnant with Luna to fucking catch me outside. I was like, you want to go, bitch? You think this fucking baby's going to stop me? Meet me
yep,
outside, bitch. Meet me outside the fucking back of my store. Let's
yep,
fucking do this, bitch.
yep.
Literally.
And people look at you like
Eight
you're
months
nuts.
pregnant. I was going to fight that fucking bitch. I
Yes.
fucking was.
Caroline, this is real
Oh my
stuff. Like, this
God.
used to be me. There's
I'm
times where
laughing
my
because I've had
son,
this kind of stuff in my life. So I can laugh because I can relate to it. Like,
Yep.
yeah.
seriously. We all
Yeah,
can.
so,
We've all been there. We've all done things
yeah,
that, we're not proud of, but
yeah. And he looked at me and he was like, she wanted you to be triggered and she wanted you to flip out. And I said, yeah. And instead I did the opposite. And now she's sitting in the back, and I bet you 100% she is reevaluating everything psycho thing that she's done in the past week. And now, if my guides are right, she's sitting back chilling right now. But if they're
Yeah.
not,
yeah,
you
You
know,
showed her love.
yeah,
You showed her
yep,
love.
yeah,
yes.
exactly.
And that's what
Because,
I told Cody. I was like, I
yeah,
could be so mean to her and be like, why are you trying to
yeah,
message me for my man and stuff? I'm like, but she's already going through stuff,
But
you
why?
yeah.
know?
She
You and
wanted you to
I,
do that because she was hating herself. So she wanted to reinforce those
Hmm.
feelings. So she wanted you to reinforce them, because then if you went off at her, then she's like, yep, I can validate my
Yep.
anger and everything, the hate towards myself, and I hate myself. And this person is like validating my feelings, and they're, you know so it's like it's really
Right.
it's beating yourself up in a different way. And it's like, oh, thank you so much for the way you treat her, because now where you treated her with love and compassion, she's
yes.
like, someone is showing me love and compassion. Okay, maybe I can do this to myself.
That's literally why I did it, because I'm sitting there, I'm like, looking at them too, and I'm like, they're like, oh my God, this is about to be a war. I'm like, it's not though, because I have choices. I have self-control now. I'm not an angry person. I don't want to fight people. I don't want to tell you about yourself.
Yeah,
I don't want to hurt your feelings. That's not
yeah,
me anymore. And if I have to, I really swear, I
Yes.
swear,
yeah,
I try to say it in the I'm very blunt, and people tell me how I say it is not nice. So I'm learning new ways to say it
yeah,
how they would connect with it,
yeah,
because how I say it is how I connect with it. It's like, damn, you're really tripping, acting crazier than a motherfucker right now.
yeah, because,
And they wouldn't understand that
yeah,
because they're like, why am I acting crazy? I'm like, oh, you're right. Like, let me sit back and like break it down to where you can
yeah,
understand. And that's not even I'm judging you or anything. It's like, like I told her, I don't want you or anyone to feel this way. Like, this is a shitty feeling. This causes relapse. This causes depression. This causes blah, blah, blah. Like, been there, done that, sis. And I can tell you right now, I don't think I have, this sounds crazy because, and I'm sorry that I'm keeping you guys up and stuff. Sorry, Kim. Sorry,
Oh
Caroline.
no, you're
But
fine. I'm keeping going. I actually have an appointment at 7 a.m. But
so,
I've been so good about my workouts, guys. Listen, here's my thing. I'm like,
yeah, tell
work is
me.
gonna be hell for the next 2 months. So I can either be who I used to be, that angry person, and be really
Yep.
fucking annoyed that I have to be at Hair City 7 days a fucking week. Or I can go
I'll
back to
take
my
some legs.
workouts, which is what I've been doing. So I've been burning my energy off.
Do you
Exercising.
have an online store?
No, hell no. Who the fuck
Oh
has
my
got time to go to
God,
the
you
post office?
should.
Hell no. You gotta weigh shit out, print out tags.
Oh, I
That
had
shit
no
gives me
idea.
anxiety. No,
Because
it's
I know
so
so
much
many
work.
girls that love buying like wigs and things like that, that would love your store, Kim. They would probably buy the whole store.
No.
And yeah, that's why I asked you, because she does like the wigs and things for people in college. She's a college student actually.
Yeah.
And I met her. She actually did my Grace. If you know my Grace,
But the
she's
thing
white
is,
as white,
I'd be
and she loves the colored women hair.
I'm too expensive. It'd be cheaper to buy online because I'm
Yep.
when you buy from a store, I got rent to pay, I have employees to pay. You buy online, it's coming from a factory in China where they're paying a
Yeah.
3-year-old. You know what I mean? So that's why they're going to get it way cheaper than from me. That's another reason why I don't do online sales because
Dang.
it wouldn't be cheaper. Yeah.
Yep. Right. So what are you gonna do with all your wigs and stuff?
I'm
Like,
selling the store. I'm selling everything.
oh, this whole
I'm
thing.
handing
Oh
the
my
keys over.
God.
You guys, my life is turning out better than I ever thought. I was so stressed out about like selling off the inventory. I'm selling the store, which means I'm gonna hand the key over, walk the fuck out with the fat fucking 6-figure check in my fucking hand. Do you know how fucking happy I
Yes.
am right now? A
Yep.
6-figure fucking check. I'm like,
That's your
I
guys
I
saying, yes,
all
dance
and
around,
granted,
please.
that's my mom's money. I don't know how much of that I'm gonna see, but the fact that like I did it, you know what I mean? It's fucking
You did
over.
do it.
That whole chapter is like fucking almost over. So I'm like ecstatic about that. So
That's awesome. Dang, she's selling the whole store, all the wigs. Take it.
selling all of it.
I
Yes,
want
yes.
it.
And that the way you shifted that girl's energy is like fucking amazing. Give yourself a huge like because don't get it
Yeah,
twisted. There's gonna be people you pop off on still. Because
yeah.
like I said,
Absolutely.
you can't fix
But
40,
yeah,
30 years of anger
No.
overnight, you know?
But
right.
imagine if someone showed us compassion or love when we were in that place.
Yep.
Imagine.
That's
Imagine.
what I'm
I
saying.
mean,
Yesterday, okay, we always play the claw machine, okay? And I only play it when I'm feeling lucky or like feeling something about good vibrations. And I'm telling you, after everything that happened with this girl, that was a test. I swear to God, it was. And they're just
It
like,
absolutely
let's see.
was. It
Yeah, they're gonna
absolutely
see
was.
how she can handle these things and stuff. Because I've been asking, like, guides, please put me in a position where I can help people and I can do things and I can talk about it and
Hmm.
people can just listen and just like this. They go on there and they listen to us and stuff like that. And people tell me my voice is annoying and stuff, but I know you hear me. Annoying or not,
no,
you're
oh my
listening
God,
to
Your
you've got
me,
voice
the
is not annoying.
sweetest
It's
voice.
so nice. Like, what
Oh
are they
my God.
Oh, really? They tell me my voice is
haters?
annoying
No,
all the time. They tell me.
I
Haters.
could listen to your voice all day. You've got the sweetest voice
Sweetest
and the
voice.
and the
That's
sweetest like face
crazy.
as well. Look at
I've
that
never
face.
heard that before, only from you guys.
Fucking jerks.
Oh my God.
So I want to
People
uh
come from where they live. It's that simple. If they're judging your
Uh,
voice or your looks or
They don't
your
like their voice.
anything,
yeah.
there's something about themselves that they're not happy about. That
yeah,
generates the
yep.
compassion that moves us forward.
That's what I'm saying. That self-love that I didn't have for the longest time. And I know that this is what that girl's going through because she felt like this man was going to, put all the pieces back together and hug her so tightly and she not have to do the effort in it. And she was the type person, oh, well, this is why I am the way I am because of this. And then it got to a point where she just started getting very angry and because it was coming a DV. And that's why I was just like, dude, I've been there. I've been
Hmm.
so angry and out of pocket that I put my hands on anybody and everybody, my exes, the twins' father. I can't even go on a military base because I was arrested for domestic violence because he said so. It wasn't no proof. My hands were not red, nothing. You know what I mean? And that was stemmed from anger. That
Yeah.
was all
Hmm.
stemmed from anger to where he got scared. He was scared of me, all right? And it makes me sad because I don't want people scared of me. I've never wanted people scared of me. So when I got angry like that, and that's why I stopped getting angry because people were getting scared. You guys tell me, oh, you have such a sweet voice, mom, and stuff. But the other side, it's just like, wow, like that's just somebody I don't even know. And
Yeah.
I don't like her coming out. And so that's why it's just like, you gotta take self-control and love yourself, Mandy, because if you don't, you're gonna end up hurting somebody and you're gonna ruin your whole life.
No, she's
And I
gonna hurt
only
herself
yes.
more than anything. Do you know what I mean? Because
And
other
that's
people
what
are
I
just
mean
gonna
is once she does that one last trigger, it's over. It's over. And that's why I want so badly, not so badly, but I would love to just, I know a lot of women that go through things like that, self love. And, yeah, I talk to them about the spiritual and the healing and the meditation and things like that. But like I said, there's just people that look at you like you're nuts. Like, why would meditation bring you to a place where you are healed? Honestly, 6 months ago, I wouldn't have even thought so. But here I am 6 months later. I
Yeah,
don't even
girl.
need the meditation. You know what I mean? Like, this is
Yes.
like Cody's going around like, yeah, she wakes up at 5:55 in the morning, gets her coffee, and waits for 6 o'clock to hit, signs on to Zoom. And he said that's puts her in a great mood. He said, I've never even heard her cry 4 years of being together because I'm so hard and strong, all the time. I have to be strong and whatever all the time. He heard me the other morning crying to you guys, and he looked at me and he said, wow, you're human. And I just
He
laughed
does
because,
have feelings.
Oh
yeah,
my
I
God.
literally chuckled. I said, what? He goes, I honestly I didn't know. I don't know, and I'm just like, what do you mean? It's just some things that bother me. It just, I don't know. People, they're my safe place. I can tell you guys these things and you just listen to me just like
Yeah.
now. And it feels good.
No judging.
Yeah, no
No judging.
judgy. We're all doing our crazy things right now. Kim's going to get ready to run
Oh,
at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
Caroline is living her best life in the UK. Wish I was there. They got
I
good health
know.
insurance,
Oh my God.
I heard.
It's just amazing how we shift and how we see things. And like you say, like even with my ex is like ranting and raving at me about how he doesn't have money because he's not paying maintenance at the moment. And it's like, and I don't have enough money for bills and every weekend, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, and I just sat back and I just didn't even say a single word about myself because it's like this guy obviously like needs to say this, you know what I mean? How is it gonna how is it gonna like make the situation if I just say, yep, and my situation's bad as well? Like, do you know what I mean? So like it's fine. It's just I was just
Yep.
laughing inside to myself.
Nope, you're right. I've had to do that. Twins dad always texts me on some crazy stuff. This. When the summer vacation, it's things that he should already know that he does, that I've already told him. And then it's just like, oh, okay, he doesn't know. And then when he's supposed to come get the twins, it's always like, oh, well, I can't. I I used to flip out on him. And when I say I probably stripped away this person's manhood, oh, 100%. And I literally feel like crap about it to where I don't even like flip out on him no more. I
Yeah,
literally
yeah.
just,
Listen,
okay.
Yeah.
whatever happened was supposed to happen. So if you stripped away his manhood, you you were
You
his
think so?
twin
Because
flame. He
my
needed
therapist
it.
actually told me that. She
Yeah,
said,
he stripped
things
away
that
his own
happen.
manhood.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I've
Yeah.
got really good now. Like I've put boundaries up as in like because if I take Holly over to him, then I know I'm gonna have to pick her up as well. So I'm like, right, if you want to see her, you have to pick her up. And if he doesn't and he says, oh, can you drop her over and I'll drop her back? Well, we know that's not going to happen. And I just say no. So
Right.
then you have a choice. You can have a choice of picking her up and seeing her, or if you don't pick her up, then you're not seeing her.
Bye, Karina. She has to go to work. I love you.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yep.
So
Dang.
you have choices.
We're the light workers. I've been seeing things on my TikTok. People keep saying that everything you think about is what pops up on TikTok. I'm gonna tell you right now, because Kim said this last week. If I go missing, I have not been thinking about the Illuminati.
Yeah. I'm like, listen, because I put my shit out there and these motherfuckers will shut people up. Like Nipsey Hussle, that rapper,
Yeah.
to do research. How come
Mm-hmm.
all the ones that are fighting for equality and
God.
oneness all keep getting murdered?
Yep. Yep. Yep.
It's not a
And
fucking coincidence. Shut
and
them
it
up.
keeps saying, they're like, so this is how, like, TikToks that keep popping up, like, this is how you know that you beat the matrix, how you're a light worker, how you are destined for another part. Like they were like, you were already on a different part of the world, and then you came to this, like down here for like the humans, because I guess we're not humans. Some of us aren't. I don't know. You know, you
I'm
really
not.
get watching into these videos, you start really thinking, and then you start really thinking about our powers and things like that. Like, how come out of us or a dozen women that I've met are the ones that with the strongest powers, you know what I mean? Like they're the ones that practice it and things like that. And then you go and talk to somebody else and they look at you like there's no way that could happen.
Yep.
But you know what I mean? And
Yep.
that's what I mean. Like we're here for the humans, like those humans, not us humans.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what I mean.
Well, I know
I
exactly.
know what you mean.
I don't want to say I get nervous because people go get kidnapped and stuff, and I swear I'm like size of a kid. They would snatch me real quick.
Yeah, I don't get nervous. And don't get any ideas, motherfuckers, because this is on YouTube and it's public and it's recorded.
Yeah.
So everybody's listening to this. Don't get any ideas. Stupid governments. Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
Because oh my gosh, who's in Ohio? Are you in Ohio?
not me.
Touch the rain.
All right, guys. I love you all.
All right. Love you guys.
Caroline or
Love you.
Karina's leaving tomorrow, so that'll be awesome. I love you all so much. Thank you,
Have a good
Melinda.
workout, Kim.
I know, right?
Thank you.
Enjoy
Thank
your
you,
Love
day.
you
Melinda.
guys.
I love you all.
Mwah.
I'll see you
Bye.
tomorrow.